Good morning. Again, welcome to Cultural Anthropology. This week we're going to be covering a number of different topics which are interrelated. We have quite a bit of reading and viewing to do this week. Our topics include class and inequality, the global economy, migration, and politics and power. We're going to be looking at the way that humans have obtained energy and resources from the environment. Our very first ancestors obtained resources directly through foraging. That is, they went out on the landscape and they collected wild foods, whether those have been insects or clams or nuts and berries, roots, as well as hunting small animals as well as large animals. Sometime around 12,000 years ago, humans developed plant domestication, began to tend to little different plants and change their genetic makeup through selection over time. If you have your own garden, you know how difficult it can be sometimes to make sure that your garden produces well. Our farmer ancestors had a lot of problems that they had to overcome. They had to overcome changes in the weather, unpredictable weather, just like we're having right now in Texas. My garden is very, very waterlogged, and it's having some severe effects on my plants. Also, our ancestors looked towards animal species for domestication to make it easier for us to tend to different kinds of animals. It's a lot easier to take care of a small herd of sheep or goats than it is to have to go out every single day and try and catch, to hunt a goat or a sheep and come back oftentimes empty-handed. So these were really important mechanisms for assisting our ancestors in establishing what would be more stable types of lifestyles. However, as we developed the opportunity to grow and store food, this provided the base for the development of wealth differentiation, status differentiation, and began us on the way towards what we would call a political life. The establishment of different kinds of institutions that help us to organize society, give some people more authority over others, provides us with ways to, in a systematic manner, to resolve conflict. But there are negative associations, of course, with politics and power. Both these can certainly be negatively utilized in society. Too much authority without any checks and balances can lead to authoritarianism and to abuse of power. So we're going to be looking at how all these different topics interrelate, including the global economy today, which is based on the exchange of goods, capital, that is cash, stocks and bonds, as well as the movement of people. Migration is something that has been occurring for millions of years for our species and our ancestors. But today, migration carries with it many new kinds of problems that we here in Texas, of course, are quite familiar with. That there are fences and borders, limitations to people's movement, although there oftentimes are very few opportunities for people to make a living in different areas of the world. So we'll be covering quite a bit of material. I've selected a couple of videos to highlight our topics this week. I hope that you enjoy what we are learning about. Certainly all of these topics are relevant to us in our contemporary society as we make sense of our own purchases and consumption patterns. Should we purchase things from store X or from store Y? So I do feel that this textbook does a good job of outlining all those different issues. I posted the information for the final written assignment already in its own folder, so be sure that you take a look at it. Start to plan ahead so that you're not furiously trying to type out an essay at the very last minute. It's going to be a rainy week ahead, so stay dry and have an excellent week. Take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.